Yeah, no, this is a good match so far. And Senko.
I know! I'm so excited. This is so good. It's so fun getting matches of this in. There we go. What else is there to cover? The special input button, which I didn't really talk much about. Usually, if you press it just like flat, it's either a dodge or a bomb, but it leaves you very vulnerable afterwards. But it usually eats bullets or dodges those bullets. So
it's something that has to be recharged over
but
time.
what's neat? Yeah, yeah. I forget if it spends meter. Moon City, right. We gotta go to the Moon City.
Yeah, it does spend meter.
Moon City!
Your special input button does spend meter.
Yeah, I think it spends a bar. Yeah. I know the special inputs definitely spend meter. Okay.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
I'm playing Fabian.
Lily.
You're playing Lily this
I
time.
can use Lily.
I play a little bit of Fabian, so I can probably...
He's no duo Fabian.
No, duo Fabian's really good.
Okay.
So he's definitely, like, really strong.
I gotta change up how I push buttons.
But, like... So, like, right there, what I just did was a special input. It cost me a little bit, about a bar to do. But mixing in the special inputs with other things. And the thing is this game, although it doesn't look like it, you can do combos in this game. Getting hit by a bullet when you're not shielding gives you hit stun, which can basically make you get hit by a lot of bullets.
Ah, I messed up that timing.
Ooh.
Ah, the spear.
Ooh, hit you with the sword. The spear! Oh. Fabian's generally the game's melee strong character. He's pretty good in, like, melee situations.
Well,
you can tell because if you look at, like, his inner circles, they're really large, so... Oh. But knowing bosses and how to approach them with your character is really important, because sometimes it's actually... Sometimes using a boss can actually be bad, like, Anerla's boss against... Ooh, god, that's gonna hurt.
Anerla's boss can get you killed if you do it wrong.
Anerla's boss against... Yes, definitely. Ooh. I can spend my boss.
Alright, so this is Vanish Fabian. He's got a new move.
Yep. Was it also, when you're in Vanish mode, if you use your boss, you get an additional ability, which you can consider basically your super move. Oh. Yeah, Fabian's a hard boss to fight, and Vanish. So many bullets.
So many bullets.
I know it's one that I know it's one that, like fighting Amy, I usually struggle against it, because it's like, it's really hard to deal with. It's a lot of guessing games. But, yeah, so, like, out of these two characters, Fabian's kind of like the melee strong character. He's very quick, he's very much built around melee. As you can tell, like, my inner ring, how large it is, makes me trigger melee really quickly. I don't have to be very far, or I can trigger melee much sooner than what someone else can.
I can't believe you hit me with the last move of that.
Also, Fabian's... Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit surprised that connected.
Anyway, continue.
And Lily is kind of the game's sort of, like, trick-style character. She's very technical, but she can be very tricky when used right. So, she has, like, a teleporting dodge.
This right here.
Yeah, you go on.
Lily's special move is this teleport where she can actually survive entire bosses without getting hit if used properly. And it can also be used to bait out some melee attacks and whatnot. But she also gains the ability to send out these little bombs which explode in different patterns depending on how long you charge them. Basically, she puts a lot of stuff in the field that's generally weak, but if you put it together really well, then she becomes an incredibly strong character.
Oh, nice
yeah,
boss.
so you're gonna kill me there.
Was it using boss is also a good way to burst, because you can kind of... You can't really absorb the hit, but you can sort of survive a little bit easier. Whoa.
That's actually not what I wanted to do, but it'll do.
Oh, shoot. I went right into it. It was enough to scare me away from continuing to go in.
It looks like a mess. This game looks like a mess until you get used to it. Then you realize there's a lot of strategy and a lot of thinking in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of depth to it.
But I remember my first time playing this game, I was just thinking, how am I ever going to learn this? And then I showed it to Cody one day, and then we never stopped playing it. Until we stopped playing it.
Yeah. Until we stopped playing it. But it was... Not for any particular reason or anything.
It was just time. We played the hell out of it.
It's just one of those things. There's other games. Yeah, we played the hell out of it. Admittedly, I do feel like really it's me, you, and Amy that really like the game. I feel like Darren's a little bit sort of on the fence with it. I think he likes it, but I don't think it's like a game he's like, oh, I want to go out of my way to play Senko.
No, it is something good that we can throw it on the side.
And yeah, we need to throw it on the side more because I love it.
We have a couple games that a lot of people, like small groups of people here, play. Like a Clash of Ninja Revolution's another one, where a couple of us really like it, but some of us just don't. I should boss. I'm almost dead.
Ooh, good burst.
Wow.
Oh yeah, that was smart.
I'm gonna do this one
Good time
because I know where you're gonna go.
Ooh.
That was not the right one. That's also not the right one. How do I do that move? Whatever. Third time's the charm. Let's do it again.
Shoot. Oh. But also, the neat part with this game is bosses also have destructible pieces. So, whoa. Oh, jeez. Just like that.
Just like that. I need to put more stuff in the field because you're gonna kill me. The worst part is I don't have any meters, so I can't teleport right now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the trick. That's the tricky part with using a boss at the end is if they survive, then you have no meter and you're low health.
You're toast.
So there's definitely it looks overpowered at first, but then you realize it really isn't. It's really, you have to use it smart. You have to be very technical with it because it just takes like one slip up with it and you've used the boss stock and you're hurting. So
now, one thing we should point in here. I'm pretty decent at this game, but Cody is, or he was, probably still is, the top-ranked player in Canada.
Yeah, I checked the flags when I was like, before we get the stream started. I'm still the #1 Canadian flag.
So
that's
rusty
something.
as we are, you are still watching top-level play for this game.
Yeah, this is up there, and like the thing is like I feel like just even in our circle, like the play is really high. Oh, I'm playing Carl, and you're playing Champo.
Champo's somebody I can kind of use. I just kind of used her on the side here and there. She's kind of I find she's kind of easy to approach. Her attacks are.
Yeah, she's definitely she's very similar to Mika by just for like comparison. So she's kind of like the. I wouldn't say she's like the Ken version of Ryu, but she's oh god, I'm really like having a hard time like getting a grasp on Carl. Oh right. You just let it charge. You don't have to hold the button. I was thinking it was Luca, or maybe no, maybe you do charge.
What do you charge it?
Oh yeah, and my main shot.
Your main shot charges on its own. You just.
Oh right.
Yeah, that's.
It's your sub shot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's something I didn't use last time I used Carol, the charge shot.
Yeah.
That's actually just this hard shot that charges it up. It's not a special input or anything.
Yeah. But Champo's kind of like... I guess you'd almost feel like the Sakura version of Ryu, I guess, like to Mika.
Oh!
Carl was somebody I played a little bit myself.
Wow!
But, ooh, just bowling it. Yeah. Oof.
Nicely done.
Once I remembered the charge shot, I felt better. Up until then, I was like, all I remember how to do is bowl. His bowling special.
How do you remember to do the
It's really good at putting a lot of
bullets. 360 input.
The 360 inputs I remember easier than like the forward back inputs. For whatever reason.
Carl has a decent forwards back input, but it's so finicky to get those inputs in that I just don't even bother using it.
Yeah.
If that's one criticism for this game, it's that the special inputs are tough sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. It's not because also the thing is because there's like no left and right in this game. Everything's either 360 or forward back. So ooh. But
I gotta think. I have to play against Carl as if I'm playing Carl because you gotta do short little hops with your boost.
Okay.
All right. What do I do?
I guess I'm bossing. You did what everybody does to Carl. They die.
Apparently.
Ooh. Apparently, that was pretty much just. It's like, oh, you're in Vanish and boss.
Vanish boss. It's by the book.
Yeah, and that. Yeah, by the book, exactly.
Alrighty. I want to use Carl.
Do it. Definitely use Carl.
Carl's so good.
But no, even in our circle, we have some really high-level play going on.
Moon City!
Moon City! Definitely for me, it's one of those things that, I feel like, Oh, I'm an Earl at this time.
Oh, nice.
Okay, this is
an Earl is somebody that everybody can use, though.
An Earl is... Yes. A little bit. She's definitely a hard character to use. She's not like in Duo. In Duo, she was a very good character. In this, she's good, but she's definitely tough to use. This is also a game where I feel like the tiers are really even.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's pretty good. There's nobody that's like really noticeably bad.
Fabian's considered the worst, but even then, it's not that far.
Yeah, it's not like a really wide spectrum for the tiers.
I think I'm starting to get the finger motion down. There we go.
Yeah, I can tell the difference already.
There's a certain finger roll I do, Carl, that allows me to shoot just a little bit faster.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like canceling with your shield and canceling into other shots in this. So yeah, now I'm feeling it now. All right, time to break out a Neuralist boss.
Alrighty. Wow, you just ate all that. Enough.
If an Earl is good at one thing, it's that she's good at being... It's like a 50-50 with her, and if you guess wrong, what is it? You're in a bad spot.
I'm back to square one.
At least with her boss.
I gotta earn this back hard.
But, yeah, you can see how I gain a lot of health back from using that boss.
Oh!
So...
You know what? I don't even care. I'm gonna finger roll my way out of this.
Ooh. Chibi Carl.
I can't see it. But yeah, so this is a story I don't think we've told on stream before. The story of why you have a Japanese 360.
Okay. Oh yeah. So, it's because of this.
A long time ago.
Yeah, you tell it.
I was going through EB Games here. That's for any Americans in there. That's the Canadian version of GameStop. Ooh. And there's just this one game that I saw on the shelf called Wartech. I know nothing about it, and I was like, what is this? Every once in a while, I'd go back to EB Games, and it would still be on the shelf. It was only $10, but I just couldn't bring myself to buy this a completely unknown game, not knowing anything. One day, I just bit the bullet. Finally picked it up. Played it for a while. I was like, alright, this game's kind of cool. I like this game. Then, I met Cody, because I actually bought this before I knew Cody. I met Cody, and then... found out he liked shmups and whatnot, and one get-together, I was just like, you should try this. We tried it, and Cody was just like, oh my fucking god! I need more of this in my life! Then we found out the sequel was coming out, but it wasn't coming out here. So, after getting a 360, which I'm pretty sure you would have never had if it wasn't for this game, you sold it, and then you got yourself a Japanese 360. And then you got Wartech 2. Senko no Ronde 2. I guess it would not even be called Wartech 2. I'm just gonna boss you. And,
yeah, probably here would have ended up being Wartech 2.
It would have been Wartech 2 if the game had actually sold and people actually wanted it here, but that's not gonna happen, obviously. So, because I bought this game so many years ago, the butterfly effect happened, and now Cody has a Japanese 360.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. There was like enough games that were like import only that I was like, this would be. It was definitely, and then they announced Duo, and I was like, damn it, now I have to.
Yeah.
So